1. First person to walk on the moon. Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon during NASA's Apollo 11 mission on July 20, 1969. Armstrong famously said, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." His moonwalk, alongside fellow astronaut Buzz Aldrin, lasted about 2 hours, symbolizing the pinnacle of space exploration. 2. Climbing Mount Everest. Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were the first climbers to reach the summit of Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain, on May 29, 1953. At 29,032 feet, 8,849 meters, the ascent of Everest remains one of the most grueling physical feats. The pair faced extreme cold, thin air, and deadly avalanches to accomplish this monumental task. 3. Fastest human sprint. Usain Bolt set the world record for the fastest 100-meter sprint at 9.58 seconds in the 2009 World Championships. With an average speed of 37.58 km per hour, 23.35 miles per hour, Bolt became a global icon for his speed, breaking multiple world records and earning the title of the fastest man alive. 4. Solo dive to the deepest point on Earth. In 2012, filmmaker James Cameron became the first person to complete a solo dive to the Mariana Trench's Challenger Deep, the ocean's deepest point. Cameron descended nearly 36,000 feet, 10,900 meters, below the ocean's surface in a custom-built submersible. He spent over 3 hours exploring this uncharted underwater world. 5. Crossing the English Channel by swimming. Captain Matthew Webb became the first person to swim across the English Channel on August 25, 1875. Webb swam 21 miles, 34 kilometers, from Dover, England, to Calais, France, in 21 hours and 45 minutes, battling strong currents and cold waters without any assistance. 6. Fastest human-powered circumnavigation of the Earth. In 2007, British adventurer Jason Lewis completed the first human-powered circumnavigation of the globe. Lewis traveled 46,505 miles over 13 years using only human-powered methods, walking, cycling, and paddling across oceans. He endured dangerous encounters, including a near-death crocodile attack in Australia. 7. Deepest freedive. In 2012, Herbert Nitsch set the world record for the deepest freedive, descending to a depth of 831 feet, 253 meters. Freediving involves holding one's breath without external breathing apparatus. Nitsch held his breath for over 9 minutes during this dive, pushing human physiology to its limits in an extremely dangerous environment. 8. First successful heart transplant. Dr. Christiaan Barnard performed the world's first successful human-to-human heart transplant in Cape Town, South Africa, on December 3, 1967. The pioneering surgery lasted 9 hours, and although the patient lived for 18 days before succumbing to complications, it revolutionized modern medicine, leading to hundreds of thousands of heart transplants performed worldwide today. 9. Breaking the sound barrier. Chuck Yeager became the first person to break the sound barrier in a rocket-powered plane, the Bell X-1, on October 14, 1947. Yeager's flight exceeded Mach 1, reaching a speed of 700 miles per hour, 1,127 kilometers per hour, at an altitude of 45,000 feet. This accomplishment paved the way for the future of supersonic and space travel. 10. Longest time spent in space. Russian cosmonaut Valery Polyakov holds the record for the longest single spaceflight, spending 437 consecutive days aboard the Mir space station. Polyakov orbited the Earth from January 1994 to March 1995, covering over 7,000 orbits. His mission provided invaluable insight into the effects of long-term space exposure on the human body.